Yeah, that's right. Wait a minute. Something ain't right here. Let's back this thing up. All right, we got ITM coming around 5, so 15 minutes of blabbing and jibber jabbing. He said we should have a couple of honored guests pulling up. Hey, there we go. Why be the GOAT? What's good, boss?
James, what up, bro?
Just laying low, staying out of trouble. You moving, I see.
Yeah, I'm over here. I just finished wrapping up in the gym.
Okay. Yeah, coach said he had to do a home visit, and he'll put in about 15.
All right.
I came across this book. Hold on, I thought I put it right here. 1 second. Let me find it real quick because I wanted to drop a gem off. Oh, there we go. My bad. Yeah, my uncle, he sent me this. He always sends me these care packages ever since I was like, his care packages saved my life when I was in boarding school, but it's always like some candy, some T-shirts, and some books. But he sent me this one. WEB. Let me see. Oh, you can't.
Gift for the black folks. Yeah, I see it. The gift for the black folks. Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
Whew. Man, it's blowing my mind because let me just show you how thorough this it's almost like the essays I've been writing. It's kind of like that, except for he gives you like data. Man, this is sad. I wish I could focus. I'm gonna have to get a better camera.
Is that like
So let me read it to you.
All right.
So he said, today the Negro is an economic factor in the United States to a degree realized by few. So people don't peep how much the Negro is doing. His occupations were thus grouped in 1920. So this is a industry by industry rundown of black folks in 1920, right? 1.5 million in agriculture, 72,000 in extraction of minerals. It goes to transportation, trade, domestic, professional services, masons, carpenters. He breaks it down from male, female. Basically, he shows you how. So, man, it's like it's beautiful, and it's also heartbreaking because it lets you see how far we've come and how far, like, the illusion of our work has like taken a hit. So there were black explorers who came to America through other expeditions before slavery, right? So even in that context, he's saying, yo, you don't get how much we've done. And then during slavery and during every conflict and world war, he lists the essential black components and how, like, without that, you don't have any semblance of America, like any at all. He goes from before slavery, just moving, doing their thing, Islamic scholars, to during slavery, to after slavery, to like Reconstruction. And man, I'm not even done with the introduction.
Yeah, you got to break that one down. You got to take that one slow, step by step. That sounds dope, man.
But
yeah, I got to take a listen to that. I got to take a read of that. I've been following this page. Actually, it's so funny. Like, I was in this program, and there was this guy. Like, he was like an intern. He was like the only guy in the whole program not getting paid. Like, he just for whatever reason he wanted to be a part of that program. It was like to get inner city kids into corporate 500 companies or whatever the case may be.
Emeralds?
It's called Europe.
Europe.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah. I don't really, that's a whole nother story. That whatever. But he was like the only guy who was like an older dude. Like he decided to intern at this program and just, you know, interact with everybody. And like everybody kind of thought he was bugging because he was like super like, I don't know what the word is. Like he just reminded me of Copeland, but like times 20. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, he started up his own little program or company where he got like books just like that, books that people don't even know about that like are like got like after it's just like the tons of books that you don't even like you hear the title and you'd be like, what? That's a book? And so like he's just I'm you know I got to connect y'all because he just has like tons and tons of books that just like that. It's like just rich with history that people wouldn't even look at, you know, that people don't even know exist. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm looking forward to it. At the same time, I'm like, this is. I'm not. I don't want to think about this, man. It's so. Whew, it just is so heavy when you.
Yeah, it is heavy.
One of the quotes that hit me in the gut. He was like, "The greatest injustice isn't really like what happened directly to Black folks in the American experience." He's saying the greatest injustice is how it's being dragged in history, like how the history books and the educators and so every new Black person, think about it, every child who's coming up through public education, private education, whatever, unless they get in a very curated Black education, they are learning through omission or ignorance, basically under a house of lies, a house of cards. That's it's going to be devastating to them. It's going to be devastating, because I felt it. I'm educated, and we talk, and I'm just reading his facts from 1920. I'm like,
that joint changes everything. I mean, it's part of like I just saw a documentary on the Elaine massacre, and I seen like another massacre, and like I was like, processing it. I'm like,
I'm not familiar with the Elaine. I thought
Elaine massacre was like shortly after they freed the slaves, and like I believe I might have the story messed up, but I believe there was white people put it out there that Black people were killing white people, which wasn't true, right? They put that narrative out there. So this started just like a bunch of white men just arming up and like just mad, like killing any Black person they see. And it was like over 200 deaths, women and children and men, everything. And it was literally a thing. Like it wasn't nobody stopped it. Like Black people were like hiding, and like they seen what they thought was the army, the U.S. Army. The Black people seen what they thought was the U.S. Army, so they came out thinking they was gonna save them. So they came out with their hands up like, "Oh, save us!" And they ended up massacring all of them. And so like I was like thinking about it. I was like, damn, man, it was really the narrative. Like it's really part of American culture to like destroy the black people. Like it's been like this. Like they want to destroy us in every single way. And like the people that they didn't kill, they put in jails. And like these are innocent people. They didn't do anything wrong. And then like they didn't have enough room in jails, so they put them in like schools as like jails, holding cells. And I'm like, this is like what's going on right now. Like it's part of it was blowing my mind because I'm like, this is like they're like making a new version of that now, but it's not considered it's a massacre. What they're doing to us, it's literally a massacre, but it's like they like revamped it so it's like looks like a different thing.
I got two things to say to that. I was watching, and I just completely like, I'm in the same space you are. I'm like, oh, it's just hitting me so hard though. I'm like, I'm surprised because I thought I'm meditating, I'm eating healthy. I thought I was in a different headspace. This joint got me feeling like, wow, we've been bamboozled again. But so I was watching this interview from the 60s, maybe late 50s, early 60s. And a white neighborhood had just been integrated by one black family. One black family moved in. And so CBS, ABC, whoever was the media at the time, they went and interviewed some of the neighbors to get their responses, their reactions. And I only sat through like 3 of them because it was so interesting. My mind was blown and I was like, wow, this is exactly, like you said, it's exactly what's happening today. So, of course, the majority of the white folks were angry. They didn't want to change. They were racist, whatever. And so they had one lady like representing that group, and she was like, well, you know, it's for their own good, and this is ridiculous, and like they're never going to feel comfortable here. And she gave the like watered down racist version. And she was like, and everyone I talked to, like they like, you know, I'm the nice one. Like they really, they don't, like, this is going to be bad. And then they had like the moderate version, and they were saying how like, well, you know, there's people on both sides, but you know, it's just not a great idea right now and such and such. And then they had the liberal version, and she was saying how most of the people that she knows, they would like to see progress and change, but you know, it might take some time, and she hopes that she'll have a diverse society for her kids and all of that, right? So it was logical and it made sense. And then it hit me like a lightning bolt. I was like, oh my God. Each one of these white people think that they know what most white people are thinking, and each one of them is saying something different. The racist one is like, yo, everybody I talk to is racist. They're not trying to have this happen. The moderate is like, yeah, there's people on both sides, and you know, but it's too soon. And then the liberal is like, yeah, there's people on both sides, and we want to see diversity. Meanwhile, we know the truth. The only people who know the truth is the black people. Like if you ask that black family, how many people are on the diversity side, how many people are on the moderate side, how many people are on the racist side, they'd be like, well, why even count? Like, they're racist.
That's a fact. You know? It's like they're on the same boat to us. Like they over here arguing about our like living situation. Is like, yo, how can you even argue about? They over here arguing with each other. It's like you're not even involving us in this argument that you're having.
But so like the assumption that they know what the people around them think, because think about it, they're not even talking about America. They're just talking about their community. You're actually supposed to know what your community thinks. You know what I'm saying? They're so already don't get it. Oh, it's my Wi-Fi.
Oh, you just broke out a little bit.
All right, let me just tee up my hotspot. Yeah, it tripped me out, man. It tripped me out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know how to think about it. Like I don't know what to do with the information sometimes. I'm like, this is so heavy, I don't even know what to do with it. Like, do I get mad, upset about it? Like, I'm not really sure. Like,
well, he was another thing W.E.B. Du Bois was saying. He's pretty famous for his concept of double consciousness. You familiar with that?
Nah, explain that. I heard of it before.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. So essentially, when you're black in America, you have the one consciousness, which is black in America. You're black. Like, we have a different set of values. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it gets twisted from one community to the next. Our core set of values are pretty much the same. But then when you're a black person in America, you also have to, like, we're speaking English. This is not our native tongue. You know, we have to move around. Like, if we're working in America, chances are we're working amongst white people. We have to speak their, you know, cultural value. Like, so we got to have the consciousness of a black person, and we got to have the consciousness of a white person as well. Hence the double consciousness.
Makes sense.
You know, we got to like teach people how to be good people, but also deal with the brunt of a racist society. So
yeah, we the ones that gotta like code switch all the time and switch it up and take off a hat and put on another hat all the time.
Exactly.
And that's why like for me, I'd be like, yo, that's like, bro, that could make you mentally ill.
That's it. That could kill. I think that in and of itself is one of the most harmful things to black folks.
Yeah. Cause I be thinking about it sometimes, and I'm like, yo, I be going through my day, and like I end my day, and I be so drained. I'm like, damn, I just had to like switch it up 5,000 times today,
Yo.
just so they can understand me.
Oh, how about when you got to do like I don't know if they force y'all to do the like diversity trainings and stuff, but it's like I'm sitting there listening to you tell me how we need to like create racial equity for Black folks. Meanwhile, like I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'm right here. Like, hello.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Oh, what did we talk about? Like when we talk about. Now, granted, I know that's a difficult situation, but you know, there's so many examples of injustice, and to me, that's like I don't want to keep dwelling on this, but I feel like that's the point that I keep coming back to that I got to resolve for myself. It's that there's something about the injustice. I feel like truth always will come to light eventually. And truth is like kind of like the light, you know what I'm saying? You can lie for however long, you could pretend, you could finesse, but eventually the truth gonna come to light only because it needs nothing to survive. It is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everything else is artificial. It needs something else to survive. It needs somebody to, you know, put their energy. So anyways, like I feel like what happened here with us over 400 years, and what's happening even now, the truth of that is just coming closer and closer to the surface, and so it needs to be communicated. It needs to breathe. So I think that's what's happening, and we are, of course, kind of the messengers of that. Just because we know, like we have one foot in both things, like we know how to communicate it. We know we felt the pain of it or the joy of it. You know, we know. So I feel like that's what's coming to the surface. Because I promise you, I decided I didn't want to talk about Blackness a long time ago, but here I am, man.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, I've been on some type of time, man. Like, I'm just focused on getting money. Like, and it's sad to say that, but I'm like, damn, all this other stuff kind of be distracting me.
I'm with you though. I'm with you. I'm so with you. Like that's my main goal is to let the abundance that's around me and that's in me flourish. You know what I'm saying? So that's one element of it for sure. Stacking up and being happy, man.
That's it. Being happy.
Stack up, be happy. But that being said, I forgot to check in with you, good brother. My bad. What you have for breakfast?
What did I have for breakfast? I had an egg sandwich, egg and cheese sandwich with a smoothie.
Respect. Yeah, what kind of smoothie?
It was like, what was it? It was called a summer smoothie. I believe it was pineapple, strawberries, blueberries.
I love that, man. That just made me happy.
So, yeah. I've been trying to, get some more fruits and veggies in my life.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Yep. So how's things otherwise?
Otherwise, they all right, man. We in the gym every day, so that's a good thing. I've been able to hoop, go up and down with the kids, and chill out. What up, Jay? And kids is back in school, so it's a good thing. Everybody just wanna hoop.
Everybody wanna hoop.
Everybody just wanna hoop. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Everybody at the school good. I'm leaving the building now, so.
Okay.
But besides that, everything good.
Good, man.
I'm with the homies.
I do that
literally. What up? Oh yeah, you in the elevator. It's gonna cut you out. I'll plug you back in when you. You getting that elevator service. Yeah, so just to give you a here we go.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Now using the elevator.
Yeah. Later, y'all. So yeah, Alan, my fault. Alan, he graduated, he used to help us do score and stuff like that. And like after school was like wondering, like asking, like looking for new people. And I'm like, why don't you hire Alan? And now and the rest is just history.
Oh,
so now he
good.
works with us.
Good. You still at 89? Where you at?
No, I'm at a school called LMC.
Oh yeah, you still that's a beautiful building. Where you at?
Oh yeah, so this building, my school's connected to an office building, so we just walk out the office building. So yeah.
Man, that looks
And then look,
crazy.
I'll show y'all. Yeah, I'll show you when I leave. I don't know if I can switch my camera. Can I?
Yo, that ceiling is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy down there. It's right by Wall Street. And then look, you walk right out, and it's the Bull. Hold on, let me.
Oh, right. So you in Fire, got you.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so alive. That just made me so jealous.
Yeah. Nah, my school is dope, man. I got no complaints with my school, man.
Yo, you know what? Nope, I'm not gassed. Badass kids. I remember them kids.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy because like the teachers, like, it's hard to be a teacher because like the kids that are bad to them, I'm like, what? I was like, that's a kid's a sweetheart. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact,
later,
though.
y'all.
That's a fact.
Later.
That's a fact.
I'm like,
but I remember them kids around the Bull when Occupy Wall Street was happening. Them kids, I wouldn't say they bad. They active. Let's say that.
Yeah, they active. That's how I describe it. I'm like, they just active. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some kids. I be like, like some teachers be crying to me, like, oh my God, this kid, and I'm like, him?
Right.
I guess they listen to me. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's another thing. We got a different connection with the ones who.
Yeah, exactly. Like I see like they remind me of me. You know, like that's just like little me.
Yeah. Sure. Damn, man, I want to touch the city again.
Yeah, when you coming back?
I don't know, man. I'm done here in 7 weeks, and then I got a little time. I think I'll be heading back out to Mexico. But it's still up in the air. I don't even know. I just know I got to be out of here June 18th. So I'll definitely be in the city after that.
Yeah, now we definitely got a link.
Yeah,
get the gang back together, dude. The cameras out of something.
Open up the gym.
Yeah, the gym is open, man. I'm not able to go there, but the gym is open.
Wow.
Like we got the green light to the gym now. We got a green light.
Okay.
I think everybody has their weapons. Is playing their role, and they want us to kind of take over. So I don't know if Coach show you the details. I don't want to say too much, but
nah, he ain't tell me nothing.
Oh yeah, they want us to like take over for the summer. You know, have pretty much our own program for the summer because you know they're extending school to the summer. It's not mandatory, but they're extending it for like the parents that feel like the kids ain't getting enough, schooling during this pandemic.
Wow.
They extended the class during the summer. I just got the email about it just now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where you at though?
I'm in I don't know, this little construction spot.
Okay.
Yeah. But so they now Stacy has said again, like another provider, they want to get connective in there. So I'm like, that's lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, finally.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I'm like, finally.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I hope it's a nice DOE contract bag to go with that.
Say that one more time.
Here go Coach right here. Let me add him to the stream.
Yeah. So I had to part my lateness. I had to come pull up on Trey.
Oh man, I'm so happy Trey's here, bro. I'm so happy Trey here. I think Trey. I think you know what I'm gonna tell you right now, bro.
Well, tell him please, because he in here disrespecting his
Yo. Tyrell
he in
seen
here
you.
disrespecting his
Tyrell seen you in a place you wasn't supposed to be at, bro.
I can't be over there.
Tyrell seen you the other day in a place that you wasn't supposed to be at. I'm not gonna say your business, but you know what you was doing, bro. You gotta stay out of trouble, bro.
Nah, but he want to be a demon.
Nobody said all of that.
He want to be a demon.
Nah, he do. I know you do because I know the people that you hanging around with.
So not
Those you know what I'm saying? Like those kids is not. They don't want to do nothing with themselves, bro. You don't want to hang out with them, bro.
He hasn't been to school for 2 weeks. He was gone all weekend, and then he got the nerve to ask why his mom is stressing him out. Meanwhile, she got to worry about if her son is alive. He don't understand. Like he don't understand that, and it's wild selfish. And I'm just speaking to him, so hopefully somebody else can say something to him because
Don't rush to be grown, bro. Don't rush to be grown. You're gonna be grown and you're gonna be mad, bro. You don't rush to be grown. It's real when you grown, bro. You got real life. You got to pay bills. You got to pay rent. The people that's your friends is not gonna take care of you, bro. People that you call your homies is not gonna take care of you. You gotta take care of yourself, bro. And we already talked. We already had this conversation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Rel hit me and said you was in somewhere you wasn't supposed to be, hanging around with people that you wasn't supposed to be hanging around. Come on, bro. You better than that. I don't know.
I can't
stop hooping. I don't know what you're doing.
I've been messing with them.
So he can't.
I know, but you know what type of trouble they get into now.
But that's not me. I'm gonna switch up.
But yeah, I mean, you gotta holler at your moms, bro. Come on, you missing for 2 days? Come on, bro.
Yeah, his friends. What it sounded like to me, his loyalty to his friends is more loyalty to his moms. It's crazy.
Bro, what?
That's what it sounded like. You said you're not gonna switch up,
crazy.
but you switching up.
Nah. Y'all gotta meet him. Y'all gotta meet him where he is. Like, what's your name again?
Trey.
I don't know you, so I'm not even gonna try to preach to you. Ramadan, I don't even think I had the energy, but all these fellas trying to do is to give you game in the long. Like, you don't have enough experience to see that far down the road. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't even think 3 years ahead from now, 4 years ahead from now. But that's what they worried. They worried about, like the whole you. Like, friends, when things get rough, them people you with, they're not gonna be around. Trust me. So
telling you, bro. We talking from experience. Like,
listen,
when things get hectic, no one gonna be in your corner, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to say, like, I'm trying to hear what you're saying, Trey, but also like fuse what they saying, because at the end of the day, you're a young black man in America. It's booby traps set up left and right for you. Booby traps so well crafted. They've been working hundreds of years, geniuses been working hundreds of years to put together the booby traps designed exactly to catch people that look and act like you and us. You see what I'm saying? So, like, your friends won't even know what that's about. That's what we try and give you game for. The other stuff, you're gonna make your own decisions, man. It's nothing but love. You know, we'll be here if we can. Does that sound about right? Like what y'all trying to say?
No, that's right. That's right there. That's right there, bro. Like, cause like he's saying, this joint is designed already for you to do half the stuff you're doing. They want you to do that, bro.
Look at NBA Youngboy. Look at Youngboy. He thought he knew a thing or two. They about to hit him with football numbers. He about to please.
It's crazy, man.
And it's what we talk about. It's two options. It's either the casket or the cage. When you move in a certain way, you got two options: the casket or the cage. And both of them joints is wild tight. And I keep trying to tell them, but ultimately, like you said, I don't want to preach at them because I be preaching them all the time anyway. But you gotta respect your moms. Ultimately, you gotta respect your moms. His mother having to worry about him. Like, if he want to be grown, he should at least be able to pick up a phone and be like, "Yo, mom, I'm not coming home tonight." That's irresponsible. He can't pick up a phone, no phone. He can't use a pay phone. He's too prideful to tell his mom to borrow a phone and tell his mom that, "Yo, I'm okay." Like, to me, I can't get with that, Dirk. You know, me too.
Yeah, I know, but that's more personal. Like, I know how you feel.
I just lost my mom, but what I keep trying to tell him, there ain't no guarantee that your mother make it to 70. Like, he moving around like it's a guarantee he gonna wake up in the morning. He moving around like it's a guarantee that his mom gonna be able to make it home that night.
I know what you're saying, Coach, and you're right. I know that. That's not like you being right is not the issue. It's putting it in a way where he could digest it. Like he know he should check in on his moms. He know, but he don't know how like fickle life is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying there's no guarantee that your mom's will be here. That's like, yeah, but she's probably gonna be here. You know what I mean? That don't land anywhere. You don't really feel that pain until you lose someone and you're like, damn, they was right. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to say it in a way where he could stomach it. That's not the lane, you know. It's like that one is harder to understand. But he's not gonna get that.
So what
you want to check in with your mom?
Trey, tell us exactly. Break it down. What it is you like? What you envision? So like, cause like he right,
like,
or just like why you moving? How you moving? I don't know, man. Like, I'm just trying
there
to
you
give
go.
you a platform. Because it's other people looking like you that follow you. It's people that you rock with that look up to you, and they're confused right now. And there's some people who are like, "Oh yeah, this is the new Trey." I just don't know what, like how I'm supposed to move forward rocking with you. So what's like?
And Trey, you gotta break it down like how you broke it down to me. Why are you doing what you're doing? Like, break it down how you broke it down to me. Same exact way. Why are you doing the things you do?
Get rich.
You need to get rich. To do what? What are you gonna do when you get rich?
I get rich. I'm motivating the youth. That's the plan. You know, I
You
want
know,
people to be
you
like
can do that now. You can do that without money. You don't need money to motivate you. I'm broke. I motivate you. Yo, do I motivate you?
You're not broke, that you gassed it.
No. Do I motivate you? Do I inspire you?
My God.
And I'm broke.
Gassed it.
I'm telling you the truth. That's a fact. In regards to what you think rich is, I'm broke, bro. But I inspire you. And so, like, I just want to
but coach, can you not relate to what he's saying though? At his age,
I relate 100%.
He was doing the same thing, and that's the booby trap. That's the exact booby trap. Like, they make it seem, and they don't give us the booby. It's so well designed, Trey. They don't have to give it to you. They'll give it to your peoples to give it to you. So we get this idea that we gotta like stack a lot of bread to like think of. So like twist it up. But the reason we think we need to be rich to be successful is because what we consume culturally. Like, that's our fault. That's not your fault. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not your fault at all. And I completely understand, because I was on the same type of time. I think we all was. So we get where you're coming from. But like Coach said, we speaking from experience. Like, we speaking from like, yo, like how much drama it brought. How many people I gotta see go to jail? How many people I gotta go visit at Rikers? You know what I'm saying? How many people I gotta see die? I gotta go to a funeral. They're not even 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? All that to me was whack. And I'm like, damn, if I would have lived a different life, I didn't have to experience none of that. And so what I do with y'all when I'm in y'all lives, I don't want y'all to experience that. That joint is whack. It's so whack, bro. It's mentally draining. It takes you down a path where you gotta do a lot of healing, bro. I gotta do a lot of healing, bro, before I could get to a spot where I could even come in the building with y'all. I had to find myself in so many different ways. And you're gonna have to do that same thing, but we don't want you to go find yourself down that route. Because we speaking from experience, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still got, and still to this day, I still got the biggest OGs and all the big time whatevers. They show me nothing but love. I'm not in the streets like that. I don't be banging. They show me, they look at me and they be like, yo, what you do is different. What you do, I can't do. And so they respect me for that. You still can get respect. You can still get love. You still, whatever you think money gets you, you can still get that without having to do what you do.
Yeah, nobody's really gonna respect you if you're not getting money, though. I understand what he's saying completely on the level That's kind of like that's where they really get you though. That's where the. So I was listening to G Herb. What's his name? Herbo.
Yeah, G Herbo.
Yeah, his name always, I can't even say it, but whatever. And he was talking about how he had to disconnect from his people and how he said he had to completely separate. He was like, okay, I'm where I'm at, because he loved the streets. Like, he loved the street life. It wasn't even like he was just doing it to get rich. Like, he loved the action. But he realized that he needed to take care of his family. And so the only way for him to do that, he realized, was to completely separate himself from what he had, like being in the streets, being in the action. So, of course, his people hated that. They started, spreading rumors, beefing with him, threatening him and all of that. He completely disconnected so that he could focus on rapping. And I feel like that's a story that probably you don't hear too much. That's real life. If you want to be rich, you got to get around people who are rich. So people who rich, you got to see if they rich or if they wealthy. Difference. Fast money is not that. The whole goal is to keep it. That fast money gone. If you selling drugs, listen. I know drug dealers who did construction and retired in Miami, but it's like probably 6 out of thousands. The drug game is rigged. It's been rigged from the gate. you probably got feds as friends already if you're around that. I don't mean to laugh, but it's so much.
I mean, you saw 6ix9ine do a crowd dive. When I saw that, I knew it was we was in crazy times. I saw 6ix9ine do a crowd dive to a packed house, and
times is crazy.
He didn't get rocked once. So all of that, we not snitching and all of that. We in different times.
Different times. We have all this change. But Trey, like, what are you interested in? Like, what makes you happy to do in life if it's not embarrassing? Like,
Oh, rap.
Yo, he can rap. He got some good sounds, yo.
All right, so we need to link him then.
I already have tried, but he don't do his due diligence on his part.
Oh, okay, all right.
I had studio time scheduled for him, and he's about to link up with Just B. Just B was about to do like a little studio session, maximize your studio time, and then he just went ghost, and he been going ghost ever since. Whenever it's time to tap in. Maybe he's scared of his greatness. Maybe that's why he's doing what he's doing.
Of course. I can see that all in his body language.
Because being a statistic is easy, right? Because that's already a made structure for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I would say it's more natural. It's more natural. They make it so it feels natural to be more of a statistic. Like even if you get killed on something dumb and you trying to hustle or whatever, you still look at it like, yo, I kept it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But if you go out here and do some weirdo stuff, like, you stand up straight and you reading books and not giving into other people's energy, that's like, yo, you off brand, you getting jokes. You know what I'm saying? That's unnatural. So I could completely see like being afraid of your own greatness is a very real thing nowadays. Like I get that. We still struggle with that, coach. We supposed to be telling. Yeah, we could take the same medicine right now.
I mean, and that's good. That's good. Why we have it is, because ultimately, like Trey's he's super smart, and so what COVID has done, COVID is giving him like he needs structure, like we all do. But this structureless free zone has affected him as a student in ways that like many students. Before COVID, he had like a 3.5. Now. He does nothing, and so I know that it's not because he can't do the work. But it's the point of delivery that he struggles with. But because of that, he's now that has now waved over his whole life. Where now he's just structureless. Where like now he's staying out 72 hours without checking in. When before that he would have done that, but COVID has impacted his life, like we talk about outside of.
Man, this is breaking my heart right now. Damn. Whew. Damn, that just painted it so clear for me. Because I'm disconnected. I'm on the island, so I can hear those stories, but to see it, like I could see the greatness in him, and I could see his fear of being great and having to stand up for, because it'll take a good year and a half, 2 years to stand up and almost like COVID like isolation, like the same way COVID had you in the house. That's what it takes to be by yourself and to be great. No, you don't get great by being around other people. That's not it. Other people just gas you and confuse you and fill you with their fears. You get great by, when you balling, you working, like, yeah, you balling with other people, but that game is in your head. Same with writing rhymes, being creative. That's you working on you. So, but man, that just broke my heart because I could feel that. Oh man.
But like anything else, man, all he gotta do is hop back on the horse. Tomorrow he ain't been to school. He ain't been to school for almost 2 weeks. Tomorrow gonna be his first day back, right? Huh?
Doing our work.
I'm not even, and I told him I don't really care about the work because I know, like, ultimately I don't care about the work. I care about him holding himself accountable when nobody else can, because that's ultimately what's gonna be part of being him great. Like, yo, I don't care about all of his failing, like, because I know that if he was in the building, he'd be straight. But his word, right? He be telling me, Coach, I'll see you tomorrow. He be flaky, right? The things that count the most, he be flaking on. That's why I be like, yo, bro, that's gonna ultimately define your success. Like, yo, are you somebody dependable? Can people depend on you? Can your moms depend on you?
But wait, let me ask you this, Coach. Were you dependable with your word at this age?
Probably that. Not with everybody.
But wait.
If I die, not of course all the time. No, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't.
But wait.
Maybe 30%.
You were and you weren't, right? But here's the thing: didn't you learn a valuable lesson either way?
Yes.
That's so, like, even if he got a little bit of traction in the right direction, I think you saying the right thing to him to like just get back on the horse. You know what I'm saying? Just come back. Engage to however much you can, but try, like, I guess what I'm saying is you're helping him learn how to focus on keeping his word. It's not that you got to always keep your word, because we was definitely on angles, Coach.
And even still today, like, we don't, like, I may say I'm gonna call somebody back. I don't
Definitely.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
So yeah, all right, that's valid, and I think that was a good point to highlight, because that doesn't make you, because I said earlier that I said something foul to him, and so I kind of take it back now, because that gave me some reference points. So yeah, but like ultimately, like, he could be solid, but right now he's not, like, he's not being solid. But I think that's part of the learning curve, right?
That's funny, man. And Trey, what's funny to me is, like, I don't even know you really, but if I know that they care about you, then you family. And then it's just like, but what I see you going, I mean, people throw that word around, but I promise you will be interacting with 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Like, it's real. But what's funny is the lessons that you learn and that you're going through, we just relearn them. And because we still do the same things. We just do it at a lesser level. You know what I mean? We still got to exercise our demons. We just don't let the demons control our lives.
Or you got to monitor your vices. And then sometimes you can monetize them depending on your responsibility. But ultimately, I told him like he should think about doing a dispensary. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? The weed is legal. I told him he should hit one of these dispensaries up and ask for, like, an internship, like ask to pilot an internship program on how to be, how to be a street corner guy to a you know what I'm saying, turn it into a business. I'm pretty sure one of these brands would, you know what I'm saying, would openly, you know what I'm saying, make something like that happen for youth of color, specifically now more than ever. If you really want to be a businessman. Yeah,
well, I got a guy in the lower. He just opened up in the Lower East. He's not my guy, but I just saw him become very successful with now he has like a restaurant that's centered around bud. It's called, I don't know if any of y'all heard of it, but he's blowing up, and I'll be happy to make that connect if you want.
Yes, please.
All right.
So I'm about to, because I'm about to, hold on. See, you don't got no kick, you don't got no shoes on.
Play it,
You don't got no, you see this, he out here.
Yo, why you do that?
Nah, because he got it. It's all good. It's all good. We all been there. Like, just like you said, we all been there. You know what I'm saying? What they call this as a parent. I'm shaming him. A little shame. He never hurt nobody. That's a lie, right? But he good. He valid, right? All right, he good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You got a chain. I got a chain. You good?
You got a chain. Everybody got a chain.
You shot it, baby.
You shot it.
All right, so I'm gonna let him go back to the. I'm gonna let him go back to the crib, and I'm gonna tap back in once I get into the car. You heard?
All right. Nice to meet you, Trey.
Nice meeting you. See you later, Kenny.
Kenny.
YB, what you on, man?
Trey's leaving.
Wait, he's unmute, YB.
Trey's leaving. He said peace. This nigga YB.
Nah, he was muted. He's trying to unmute.
Oh.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
My fault.
Nah, Trey about to be out, so he's just telling you, just letting you know when he part.
All right, Trey, holla at me, bro. Go to school and all that, bro. That's it.
Word, go to school.
All right, check in with me too, bro.
That's perfect. Yo, that's a perfect. Yo, go to school and all that. That's it.
That's it. Whatever else you do, you gonna do, but go to school, bro.
All right, so I see you tomorrow. I'll let y'all know if you pull up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to back in once I get in the car.
All right, bet.
Yo, put it out.
Yeah. All right.
My jack about to die and all that.
No sweat. Do your thing, man. I was just about to go into this literature again.
All right, good. I'm gonna try to tap back in. I'm gonna be you watching.
All right, Robbie.
All right.
One.
One.
Yeah, so I think we were supposed to have one more guest. Trey was a surprise guest. But that's how it is. It's interesting. It made me think of so many moments in my life where people tried to tell me how to be, and it just wouldn't land anyways, because that's not something that you could really process from someone's words. And I think about all the people who guided me in life, like the times that their words actually affected me, it wasn't very few moments. It was always the experience, going through life and feeling what it feels like. People telling me to keep my word, and then now I gotta slow down. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. There's so much energy and emotions going on right now. I gotta slow it down so I could communicate in a way where you understand it. So don't mind me for 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get my energy right. Okay, what I wanted to express to Trey, what we all wanted to express to Trey, is that we love him and we've experienced enough to give him some guidance along the way, even though we have a wide range of relation to him. I didn't know him, but he looked familiar, actually. Maybe I did. Coach clearly was doing a home visit. YB knew him. I didn't know that YB knew him. There's just real connections at play, real life, live. But we were all trying to express the same thing. Just build a little network of love around him for him to understand that he's been lied to by society. He's being misled by a lot of people, a lot of energies, a lot of dark energies, and to show him that even in that, there is light. Now, I wish every white person alive could watch this live. I wish people would actually share this live. That's my wish. My birthday is coming up. Please, if you made it to the 49-minute mark and you haven't liked or commented or whatever, I don't feel any type of way because I'm that way as well. observe and whatever. But this particular live, the 13th episode, if you get to this point, please share this and somebody timestamp this or whatever, because here you have a real life human being who is paying the price. Wow, that's crazy. I just saw 2 people leave because of that. That's ill. Thank you. Here you have a real life human being who is doing his best and a bunch of energies trying to help, but he's being pulled down by the same oppressive forces. And the reason that these oppressive forces get to operate, the illusion of the suicidal black male, or whatever you want to call it, systemic injustice, the reason it gets to operate is because of people who don't acknowledge the truth or elevate the truth when it is time to. For people who don't speak up in moments where it takes courageous action and sustained courageous action. Perfect timing, right? Everyone was in the streets protesting, making signs, making posters. Everyone wanted to take advantage of the momentum of the George Floyd killing and the Black Lives Matter movement this time last year. How many of those same people are still doing the work? It's only a year later. How many of those people are still engaged and sustained in something that was they had so much passion for it? How many people dropped the ball, dropped the rope, and said, business as usual? So this is the end result of business as usual in America. My heart is broken right now, but it's been broken before. I will rally. Like to think that we can learn from these experiences. Once you put an actual face, an actual soul in front of you, and then you see that your actions have actual consequences, it's important to remember that at an energetic level and to maintain consistency there. So the same reason why, I hate to keep mentioning his name, but the same reason why a young black man it would be hard for him to understand why we are success stories. Well, coach, I don't see you in a Maybach, so you're not the success story, or you're living check to check, so I don't. You see, I don't know if I'm kicking a dead horse here, but I hope everyone understands what I'm saying. We got to elevate the right people, not just because we're elevating those people, but because it expresses the type of world that we want to live in. So at this point, who have you elevated? At this point, is it really is this it? Anyways, black folks, we need our own nation. Whether, I don't care if it's in Atlanta, on the Vineyard, I don't care where it is, but we need to start doing better by ourselves, because this is not a new story. This is old. And I'm not sure how much more heartbreak people could take. It's not enough to just rock with it. You are, by not speaking, you are saying volumes. So, we do these live chats, talk for an hour, put them up on YouTube. That algorithm is not checking for us. We know that. The YouTube algorithm isn't going to make us reach the masses and be able to monetize our efforts properly. The the local energy. We've been at that same school for over a decade. We're just now getting a contract. That's okay. But your everyday actions, what you do, there's so many actions that you do every day that instead of just doing what everyone else is doing, you could do something like maybe 10 or 100 or 1,000 even. You could just engage with social media completely different. You could just say, you know what, instead of showing people my salad is on TV, I could, anyways, let me get off my soapbox. I think I'm gonna sign off. It's been 55 minutes and I was waiting for Coach, but he might be occupied just trying to, sometimes when you're kicking off, you got to drop some gems and those gems lead to other gems and you can just sit there because you're really trying to connect with a real human being. So time is kind of irrelevant at that point. But I've said my piece. Let me just do a scroll real quick. Make sure there's nothing I'm not missing. Abebe Bikila, if you have not heard of Abebe Bikila at this point, please go to www.49thhour.com and sign the petition for Abebe Bikila Day. Why would I sign a petition? I never even heard of the guy. Abebe Bikila in 1960 won the Olympic marathon barefoot. He's an Ethiopian runner. He was a soldier in the Royal Army, I believe, father of two. He wasn't even the main runner. He was a substitute runner, which is why Adidas, which was a small company at the time, didn't have his shoe size. And rather than run uncomfortable, he ran as he ran on the Abyssinian Plain, which was barefoot. Now, barefoot on the Abyssinian Plain and barefoot in Rome are two completely different things. Barefoot in Rome, there's video. You can watch the video. Just Google Abebe Bikila. Or maybe it's on the 49th website, I'm not sure. But he's running on cobblestone, dirt, gravel, maybe not gravel, but definitely cobblestone, definitely dirt. Yeah, it was like, it's crazy. All types of terrains. The marathon's 26 miles, 26.2. And he smoked the competition. He smoked the world record barefoot in 1960. Yeah, I think he deserves a day. I can't think of any athletic feat more impressive than that. And it's our job to shape history. You expecting someone else to make Abebe Bikila Day, it's not going to happen. So I put the initiative out there. I'm okay with very few people signing it, but I need some people to be a little courageous. What else? That's Abebe Bikila. Boot, boot, boot. Oh yeah, of course. ConnectiveInc.org. Please go to ConnectiveInc.org. Get familiar. This will be the 10th year Battle in the Bluffs. We have workshops. We have culture clinics. We've been in and out. I'm more of I helped to found it and create it. I did the kind of grunt work of securing the first grants and hitting all the 21st century skills points and running the first, I'd say, 30 or 40 workshops and the professional learning things and all the like the nerdy grunt work, early stuff, that was me. But the co-founders, Ian Thomas Minor and Arthur Andrews stepped in and did a great job. I never even imagined that Connective would be doing programming in Florida and Detroit and California. And they've really just spread our footprint in a wonderful way, but it's still very small compared to where we should be in order to affect the people. Oh, speak of the Ablacon.
What up, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. You know hype kills.
That's a fact. Word to Dennis.
You know what I mean? I was just plugging Connective. just the spread of it and saying like it's impressive what we done, super impressive, but we're still so small that we need all the support we can get at this point to really affect the change we need to affect. So, you know, just seeing that young man, that just did something to me, man. I think the truth is coming to light, and it's in a way where we're the messengers for it. And I don't know if people really want to hear it, but they're gonna have to get this medicine. So,
Word.
man, that's crazy. They really got us, bro.
That's a fact, yo. We tapped in. That's all that matter, yo.
Yeah, YB was telling me some good news from SOF, but he was short in a respect kind of way. He was like, I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't really know if how much you know. And I was like, I don't know nothing. So, but I respect that. That lets me know that you growing proper. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I learned a lot from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If we don't if it don't need to be discussed.
I mean, we're gonna do a pretty much a summer institute, our Vineyard Summer Institute model. We're gonna do like a pilot program at SOF this year, because ultimately NYC schools want. I think we talked about this last week, but NYC schools want like schools to do like summer camp. So for kids, like not just summer school, because the kids who need to make up classes, but they ultimately want everybody to come back in the building. So they're gonna do like summer school type versions. So we're just creating the program and structure for this year at SOF, but ultimately something that's gonna be sustainable, so that, you know, when we leave the building, when me and you're not there, that, you know, we still do it. And, you know, they had asked for every school to link with a community-based org. And, you know, Stacy was like, yeah, it just makes sense to, you know, to you guys are already doing this work, so it makes sense to you guys to be the community-based org. And so we still trying to figure out some details and try to get some other nonprofits to be involved in regards to like some of the workshops. But ultimately, whoever we bring in, we're going to teach them our motto. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be able to come in on their own strength, but, you know, they'll have to the point of delivery have to be the way that we want it done. You know, we give you access to our youth, to our kids, but here's what we see works, and so here's how you do it, and then, you know, boom, do your thing. So, you know, we're gonna vet the programs and also make sure that everybody's okay with that, because, you know, some people are like, you know, I got a thing that works, and not to say that that won't happen either. Like, we can create a hybrid version, but, you know, I think that what we have works. We know that it works, and so
Right.
it's only gonna make somebody who's a great educator is gonna give them an opportunity to be, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean, LeBron in the classroom. You heard?
Yeah. I love it.
So yeah,
Fantastic.
we shifting up. Still, devil's in the details. So, you know, we still working, but you know, it's made me have to look into, like, you know, SYEP is something that we've never applied for, like summer youth programming.
Uh-huh.
And so they basically pay, you know, saying like they pay for kids to get internships. You know, with some of this, a lot of this money funnels through SYEP, which is part of DYCD. But the application process is fairly easy. But you have to, like, you know what I'm saying, in regards to making your site SYEP, making an SYEP site. You know, you got to go to the portal, you got to fill it out. But, like, I just think about all of this stuff that, when we first started a nonprofit and we first started doing our own thing, that these things are readily available, but like people didn't say, you know what, yo, did you guys, you guys doing something great? Like, you could have some of you. I know some of it is on us, not having it, like not doing our due diligence or looking to research certain things. But, you know, some things are just, you know, they're hitting in plain sight. Because SYEP, you know, imagine if we could have applied to SYEP, Saturday open runs could have been SYEP. We could have paid kids to be there. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately what we're doing already, but we'd have been able to have funds. And somebody had been like, yo, bro, y'all doing this great job. Yo, tap into SYEP. You could pay some of these kids. You know what I mean? Somebody just would have said that. But yeah, everything happens for a reason and at the right time. So,
well, what you're saying is exactly right. If we would have had any kind of mentorship or guidance in education, that would have been nice. Mm-hmm. Not just education, but like how to how to create your own business within education. That's the thing. We looked at it different, so we're coming in different. Nobody was like, oh, how do I create my own thing? Because they probably didn't feel that need, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Summer
that's
Youth
really,
Employment. SYEP stands for Summer Youth Employment Program. I messed it up the first time. Summer Youth Employment
no
Program.
worries. And then it's worth noting like what infrastructure that's under. So you said it was that's
DYCD, yeah.
DYCD, okay. And then what that's under, because remember I was linked up with the My Brother's Keeper people, but it kept evolving, and the guy who plugged me, he ended up having like 6 different jobs by the time I reached, like his movements were so political that it was just like the whole thing disappeared. But once I looked back at it, I was like, yo, this is the same. It's still the same. It's still 600 billion in assets that they're working with. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was, 600 million. Sorry. So, yeah, good, man. Good. How you though?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good, bro. I woke up today, man. You know what I mean? I had a coffee and some praline cookies for breakfast. You know what I mean?
Hold on. How you did that?
Yeah, I mean,
Coffee and praline cookies. Okay.
and then, I've been moving. You know what I mean? I just been moving around. You know, I'm uptown, downtown, in town, out of town. You heard? I had to come do a pocket tap on a student. You know what I mean? To be that way sometimes as an educator. You heard?
Yeah, that was real. I hope he got the love, man. It seemed like he did.
Yeah, he's a smart kid, man. I hope we'll see tomorrow when he pull up. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the greatest thing. You know what I mean? You pull up, that's half the battle, right?
Yeah. That's what cracks me up about, teaching here, because these people are, not to say that they overreact. It's just they don't know how. Like I'm trying to tell them, like you got to understand, all of our students are engaged. Like we're already winning.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all gotta, like, we're gonna have mental health issues by trying to go above and beyond, because we're just creating a gap. Like this, like they don't even know. Anyways, it's weird.
I feel you. You know what if you haven't watched it yet, and it's a good watch, the WeWork documentary.
I haven't yet.
It's a good watch because a lot of the stuff that he talks about is basically like he branded it. He branded what we do in a successful way, and it had people put $600 billion into it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. but he did nothing but sell real estate, and it was ill to me because I'm like, yo, damn, like he sold what we do. You know what I'm saying? And got $600 billion for it. And
remember that was my model for 49th, for creating spaces. When WeWork popped up, I was like, oh, this is the model.
Yep.
But in order for us to get 600 billion, we gotta be white with a ponytail.
And you got it. Yeah, yo, it was ill because I was watching. I was like, yo, dag, like outside of like he just had wild butter. You know what I'm saying? Like he had wild butter. He was eccentric, like all of the things that, like when you, like you said, like because he was white and eccentric and had wild butter and all of that, it was like, yo, I can't remember his name, but the guy who gave him the 600 Billy was like, he pulled up to a meeting and he was wild late.
Microsoft,
yeah,
SoftBank. Sorry,
SoftBank. He was of Asian descent.
The dude from SoftBank.
Yeah, SoftBank. So he pulls up on him. He's wild late to the meeting. The WeWork guy shows him around and he says, yo, listen, if you want, you could ride over me. You could ride over to my next meeting. In that meeting, he tells him, he's like, yo, you gotta be crazier. You gotta think bigger. You thinking too sane. And he was like, here's 600 Billy. I was like, yo, word, I've been thinking crazy my whole life. Nobody never told me he was worth no bread.
Yeah.
Gave him 600 Billy, bro.
Because his
space and weed and creativity and all the stuff he's talking about, like he coined it in a way, and I think that I kind of blame him for why it's so hard for us to get to the bag, because he sullied the waters for us.
Nah. It's a new wave, and he just caught it a little wrong. That's all. It's getting bigger though. Cause think about it. When we bridging, well, I ain't gonna give out too much sauce, but we're perfectly aligned to create something bigger than that. But the thing is, our thing isn't smoke and mirrors. It's real.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be crazy. Cause it's remember when I was at the Impact Hub working on all this 49th stuff?
Yep.
And WeWork was a model, Impact Hub was a model. I was having master class at WeWork. Everything, I went to the one in France and saw the differences that they used there. And then got the space on Dean Street. All of it was building up for us to have these spaces. But the bottom fell out at the perfect time. So rather than being a participant and trying to, like right now, I would still be struggling to hang on to it, right? So rather than have that, the bottom fell out. So now I just got to observe all of this. Like you got to tell me about the top, you know what I'm saying? So now all of it's coming together at the perfect time. Yeah.
Nah, word. So we definitely tapped in, but it's like I tell Kenny, like, yo, this ain't by mistake or happenstance, and like we don't gotta feel lucky that, you know what I'm saying, we can feel blessed from a higher power, but we don't gotta feel lucky that the light is on us like this because like we put the work in, and more so what I told Trey, I was like, yo, Trey, I said, you know what I'm saying, like he was like, I'm not scared out here in these streets. And I was like, yo, Trey, I'm not scared either. I said, but I'm not scared not because I'm a thug or I feel like I'm tough. I said, I'm not scared because, you know what I'm saying, I'm walking in my purpose. So I don't fear no man, right? Because I know that I'm walking in my purpose. And I said, like, that's the kind of fear that's the kind of no fear that I want you to have. I want you to feel like, yo, I'm not no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, I don't have no fear over no man because nothing worldly, because ultimately I know I'm operating in my passion. And the reason why I get up every morning is because God decided that, yo, he got more work for me to do, you know. But when you don't have your purpose, when you don't necessarily know what that is, it's easy to be led astray, you know what I'm saying? And fear becomes, you know what I'm saying, not being fearful becomes a reason why your ass is in the can, or you know what I'm saying, or in the cage. So I definitely think that, you know, things are coming to a culmination at a time that we're most needed for the work. So, you know, I just got to stay on the grind, stay stuck in the grind, you know?
Yeah. At this point, we just got to survive. If we survive, we thrive. That's how it's set up, because the hard part is definitely over. So it's just maintaining that mental. I see a lot of people struggling with the mental part, myself included, you know what I'm saying? So for us, it's just making sure we remember that. You know what I mean? We good. All the details, they'll work out. You know what I mean? It's just remembering that throughout the day, throughout the ups and the downs. You know what I mean?
No,
that's my take on it, because everything's laid out, bro.
Or what they say, the question, the answer exists before the question is even asked. You heard?
Yeah, man. And on that note, you got the crib?
No, but I'm about to bust a move.
All right, say less. I'm not even gonna ask questions. You doing this? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm back in the whip, but I'm about to bust a move. I like to keep my head on the swivel when I'm out here in these streets. You heard?
Yeah, I heard you, good brother. Do your thing. We'll catch up.
I'll tap with you later, bro.
All right, man.
All right, one.